Attack on Titan. This video compresses information gathered from Wikipedia in video format. Studies prove that reading while listening improves comprehension, increases speed as well as expands vocabulary and enhances fluency. Video sections. Abstract. Synopsis. Production. Media. Reception. Popular culture. Political interpretations. External links. Give your feedback on the comments section. Support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. Thanks. Abstract. Attack on Titan is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hajime Isayama. It is set in a world where humanity lives within cities surrounded by enormous walls that protect them from gigantic man-eating humanoids referred to as Titans. The story follows Eren Yeager, who vows to retake the world after a Titan brings about the destruction of his hometown and the death of his mother. Attack on Titan has been serialized in Kodansha's monthly Besitsu Shonen magazine since September 2009, and collected into 31 tankobon volumes as of April 2020. An anime television series adapting the manga was produced by WIT Studio and MAPPA. Season 4, a 25-episode first season, was broadcast from April to September 2013, followed by a 12-episode second season broadcast from April to June 2017. A 22-episode third season was broadcast in 2 parts, with the first 12 episodes airing from July to October 2018 and the last 10 episodes airing from April to July 2019. A fourth and final season is scheduled to premiere in late 2020. Attack on Titan has become a critical and commercial success. As of December 2019, the manga has over 100 million tankobon copies in print worldwide, making it one of the best-selling manga series of all time. It has won several awards, including the Kodansha Manga Award, the Michelotsi Award, and Harvey Award. The anime series has also been well received by critics, with the first 3 seasons being met with praise for its story, animation, music and voice acting, thus boosting the series' popularity in US and Asia, although it has gained significant fame and popularity in Japan's neighboring countries. Political interpretations of the series have caused controversies in China and South Korea. Synopsis. According to lore, over 2,000 years prior to the present day, a young woman named Ymir Fritz came into contact and made a deal with the devil of all Earth, becoming the first of humanoid giants, and imbued with special powers. These creatures later came to be known as Titans. Her powers were used by her king to establish the Empire of Eldia and, in doing so, crushed the rival nation of Mali. When she died, her Titan abilities were passed on, eventually manifesting into 9 individual forms, each with their own special traits. The power of the Titans was kept by the royal Fritz family for centuries. 1 century before the events of the main storyline, the 145th Eldian king, Karl Fritz, became disillusioned by the powers his ancestors had granted him and guilt-ridden over the destructive path the Eldian monarchy had taken. He orchestrated his nation's downfall, allowing the nation of Mali to rise up in rebellion. In the process, 7 of the 9 Titan powers were stolen by Mali, possessing the 9th Titan power, the power of the founding Titan. Fritz took a handful of his people across the sea to the island of Paradise to begin a new, peaceful nation. He created millions of colossal Titans to be used as part of the construction of 3 curtain walls, each one named after one of Ymir Fritz's 3 daughters. The outermost being Wall Maria, the middle wall Rose, and the innermost wall Sheena, which housed the royal family and was populated by the wealthy and elite. Once the walls were complete, Fritz gave the outside world an ultimatum. Should war be declared on Paradise, he would release the Titans within the walls to flatten the earth. This, however, was a bluff, since Fritz revealed to his family that he had renounced all war. If Mali eventually became powerful enough to overthrow Paradise, then he would accept that. He used his founding Titan powers to create a blood pact which would instill this ideology in any royal family member who inherited his Titan, even if they disagreed with it before. Meanwhile, Eldians who remained within Mali as second-class citizens were treated poorly, and any form of dissent or disobedience was punishable by exile to Paradise. They were injected with raw Titan spinal fluid, turning them into mindless, man-eating pure Titans which would eventually find their way to King Fritz's walls. Karl Fritz also used his Titan power to erase the memories of most of his Eldian citizens, with those unaffected either bribed into nobility or made into outcasts like the Ackermann family and the Asian clan. The power of the Titans was hidden from common knowledge and fear of them was instilled in their Eldian citizens to prevent them from venturing outside the walls. As such, the Eldians on Paradise believed firmly that they were the last of the human race, forced into confinement by the ravenous pure Titans. Unlike Titans with powers, such as the founding Titan, pure Titans have no awareness and function purely on the instinct to consume humans. However, if one was to consume a human containing one of the 9 Titan powers, it would inherit that power and become a sentient human again. Unaware of this information, the Eldians formed a 3-branch military to protect its citizens. The military police brigade, who reside primarily within Walsena and protect the royal family and elite, living a relaxed lifestyle which has resulted in instances of fraud, corruption, and political subterfuge. The garrison regiment, who guard the walls, and the civilian populace, though are known to act lackadaisically since the walls themselves do much of the protecting against Titans, and the Survey Corps, who trek into Titan territory outside the walls in order to study and cull them and attempt to reclaim land. The Survey Corps is heavily derided within society because of their high casualty rate and little to no progress in their objectives. All soldiers use a grappling and tethering system called vertical maneuvering equipment that allows them to jump onto and swing from any tall structures using gas canisters to propel themselves forward. Though the equipment is useless on flat ground, a box containing spare blades for their dual swords hangs beside each thigh, and the blades themselves are flexible and easily detachable, used solely for cutting down Titans. Over the past 100 years, the Survey Corps has compiled characteristics of the pure Titans to aid them in battle. A Titan's skin is tough and difficult to penetrate, and they regenerate quickly from any injuries, save for a spot on the nape of the neck, which is the one and only place where a soldier can make a fatal strike. Eren Yeager in the anime adaptation, lives with Mikasa Ackerman and best friend Armin Ullert in the town of Shiganshina adjacent to Wall Maria, outermost of 3 circular walls protecting humanity from man-eating Titans said to have killed all other humans 100 years prior. When Shiganshina and Wall Maria are breached by the colossal Colossus in the manga, and armor Titans, invading Titans force humanity to retreat behind Wall Rose. After a Titan devours his mother and his father disappears, a vengeful Eren enlists in the military along with Mikasa and Armin. 5 years later, the 3 cadet graduates are positioned in Trost district adjacent to Wall Rose when the colossal Titan breaches the city gate. During the subsequent Titan invasion, Eren is eaten but survives after creating and controlling a Titan's body. Previously unaware of his abilities, Eren suspects his father's basement holds answers. Although Eren seals Trost's breach using his Titan power, many consider him a potential threat, and a military tribunal assigns him to the Survey Corps under Captain Levi's watch, with many of Eren's friends following suit. During an expedition to Shiganshina, a female Titan unsuccessfully attempts to capture Eren. Despite the expedition's failure, Armin deduces the female Titan's identity as a fellow cadet from their class named Annie Leonette, with abilities akin to Eren's. Annie encases herself in crystal following her capture in Stois. Collateral damage revealing the walls are formed from massive Titans within them. A year following The mysterious appearance of the Beast Titan behind Wall Rose. Eren is kidnapped by his fellow cadets Reiner Braun and Bertolt Hoover, exposed as the Titans who compromised Wall Maria. They and Annie were dispatched by an unknown party to capture the coordinate, an ability to control Titans which they suspect Eren possesses. Eren manifests this power during an encounter with the Titan who killed his mother, allowing him and the pursuing Survey Corps to escape. The Corps theorize that Titans were originally humans, and may regain their human form by consuming an individual with Titan power, acquiring those abilities for themselves. Persecuted by the military police, the Survey Corps discover the royal government seats a figurehead king and suppresses technological advancement. Eren's comrade Historia Reese learns she is the illegitimate child of the Wall's true ruler Rod Reese, who has her and Eren kidnapped. Rod reveals his ancestor created the Walls using the power of the founding Titan, intending to confine humanity and erasing their memories. The Reese family passed down the king's power and will until Eren's father Grisha stole the power of the founding Titan during Wall Maria's fall, and passed its power to Eren by turning him into a Titan via an injection and allowing himself to be devoured. Rod intends for Historia to become a Titan and eat Eren to reclaim the Reese family's power. But Historia refuses and aids the Survey Corps' rescue of Eren and rebellion against the monarchy. Following Rod's defeat, the military assumes power and crowns Historia queen. Although Eren's lack of royal ancestry inhibits the founding Titan's power, he obtains an ability to create permanent structures, which the Survey Corps use in their next expedition to seal the breach in Wall Maria. However, the group are ambushed by Reiner, Bertolt and their superior Zeke, the Beast Titan. The Survey Corps subdue Bertolt and drive off the other enemy Titans. But most of the expedition members are killed during the battle, with Armin and Commander Erwin Smith left mortally wounded. Levi, armed with a single injection taken from Rod, decides to save Armin over Erwin. Armin becomes a Titan, devours Bertolt and acquires the colossal Titan's powers. Before returning home, the survivors recover Grisha's memoirs from the Jaeger's basement. His writings state that human civilization is actually thriving and the people of the Walls are members of the Eldian race, whose common ancestor Ymir Fritz acquired the power of the Titans, granting her progeny the unique potential to become Titans and inherit 9 Titan powers. Ymir's descendants dominated world history for centuries until 100 years prior to the series beginning, when the 145th Eldian king retreated to Paradise Island and established the 3 Walls with their founding Titan, threatening to retaliate with the Titans comprising the Walls should his peace be disturbed. The nation of Mali conquered and quarantined the remaining Eldians, passing the 7 captured Titan powers to indoctrinated Eldian warriors for furthering Mali's national interests. Grisha conspired with other Eldian dissidents to acquire the founding Titan before Mali and free their people, but was outed by his son Zeke Jaeger, Eren's half-brother and the future Beast Titan, and sentenced to life as a mindless Titan wandering Paradise. However, Grisha was saved by his movement's informant, who entrusted his Titan power and mission to Grisha and sent him to infiltrate the Walls and recover the founding Titan. Eren learns that despite his lack of royal ancestry, he may be able to use the founding Titan's full coordinate power through physical contact with a Titan of royal blood. 4 years after the Battle of Shiganshina, a conflict between Mali and a combined offensive sees the emergence of conventional weapons capable of defeating Titans. Fearing the military obsolescence of Eldians will lead to their genocide, the warriors work with the influential Tiber family, retainers of the Warhammer Titan, to recruit global support for a resumed offensive on Paradise. Eren, having infiltrated Mali on his own, assassinates Willy Tiber as he declares war on Paradise before international delegates. With the aid of the Survey Corps in the ensuing battle, Eren steals the Warhammer Titan's power and Zeke defects to Paradise. Eren and the Survey Corps return to Paradise with Zeke via airship. But Eren's friend Sasha is killed by Gabby Braun, warrior candidate and Reiner's cousin who stowed away along with her friend Falco Grice. Flashbacks depict the preceding 4 years on Paradise, during which Zeke's followers arrived and introduced Paradise to modern technology and the friendly nation of Hizuru. Through his emissary Yelena, Zeke proposed passing his Titan power to Historia, which would enable Eren to use the founding Titan's full power to deter foreign invasion until Hizuru modernizes Paradise. Because users of Titan power die 13 years after their acquisition, the proposition demanded that Historia produce heirs to ensure the availability of the founding Titan's power. Eren disapproved of this arrangement and instead infiltrated Mali alone and without authorization, coercing the Survey Corps' assistance. In the present, Eren is detained for insubordination and his friends express doubts about his loyalty to them and Paradise over Zeke. Citing Eren's role in Sasha's death, it is revealed that Historia is pregnant, preventing the Corps from immediately passing the Beast Titan to her and forcing them to place Zeke under Levi's watch. Suspected of arranging Historia's pregnancy to prolong Zeke's life, Yelena and her followers are arrested. The military's leaders distrust Eren and plan to relinquish his power following the discovery of his secret correspondence with Zeke and Yelena, prompting nationalist rebels loyal to Eren to assassinate Arliss Zachary. Eren and his Jaegerist followers escape and force the government's surrender after wine laced with Zeke's spinal fluid has been served to top military officials, enabling Zeke to transform them into Titans under his command. Zeke uses this ability to escape from and incapacitate Levi. Eren and the Jaegerists detain the military in Shiganshina, where they are ambushed by the warriors and Mali's military. During the battle, Zeke turns the marked soldiers, consisting of the entire military high command, including commanders Pixis and Nile, as well as Falco, into Titans, with the latter inheriting the Jaw Titan from the warrior Porcho Galliard. Despite Mali's efforts, Eren and Zeke make contact and meet in a transcendental space inhabited by Ymir Fritz. Zeke attempts to persuade Eren to sterilize the Eldian race as they had originally planned. But Eren revokes his allegiance with Zeke and uses the founding Titan's power to free the Wall Titans, intending to destroy all life outside of Paradise in order to protect it. Refusing to accept his plan, Eren's friends move to confront him, joining forces with Annie, who was also freed from her crystal encasement by Eren's power, and a few remaining soldiers from Mali. The Jaegerists and Eren's friends have a battle at a port in Paradise, where the once captured Hizuru leader escapes on a ship with the help of Reiner's armor Titan and Annie's female Titan, and make their way to a South Malian city to repair a flying boat. Production. Hajime Isayama created a 65-page one-shot version of Attack on Titan in 2006. Originally, he also offered his work to the Weekly Shonen Jump department at Shueisha, where he was advised to modify his style and story to be more suitable for Jump. He declined and instead decided to take it to the Weekly Shonen magazine department at Kodansha. Before serialization began in 2009, he had already thought of ideas for twists, although they are fleshed out as the series progresses. The author initially based the scenery in the manga on that of his hometown of Hita, which is surrounded by mountains. While working at an internet cafe, Isayama encountered a customer who grabbed him by the collar. It was this incident that showed him the fear of meeting a person I can't communicate with, which is the feeling that he conveys through the Titans. When designing the appearances of the Titans, he uses several models such as martial artist Yusha no Kami for Eren Yeager's Titan form as well as Brock Lesnar for the Armored Titan. George Wada, the anime's producer, stated that the Wall of Fear was influenced by the isolated and enclosed nature of Japanese culture. He also said that the inner feelings of every individual is one of the series' main influences. Isayama later would confirm that Attack on Titan was inspired in part by Muv-Luv Alternative, the second visual novel in the Muv-Luv visual novel series. Isayama estimated his basic monthly timeline as 1 week to storyboard and 3 weeks to actually draw the chapter. The story is planned out in advance, even marking down in which collected volumes a specific truth will be revealed. In September 2013, he stated that he was aiming to end the series in 20 collected volumes. Originally, Isayama planned to give the series a tragic conclusion similar to that of the film adaptation of Stephen King's The Mist, where every character dies. However, positive response to the manga and anime has caused the author to consider changing the ending due to the impact it could have on fans. In November 2018, the Japanese documentary program J-Netsu Teraku aired an episode about Isayama's struggles to complete the manga, in which he confirmed that Attack on Titan has entered its final story arc. In December 2019, Isayama said he was aiming to end the manga in 2020. In June 2020, Isayama confirmed in an interview with TBS that the manga has 5% left to go. Media. Hajime Isayama's original manga serial, Attack on Titan, commenced publication in the first ever issue of Kodansha's monthly publication, Bessetsu Shonen magazine, released on September 9, 2009. The first tankobon collected volume was released on March 17, 2010. The most recent, volume 31, was released on April 9, 2020. In North America, the series is published in English by Kodansha USA. The first volume was published on June 19, 2012, a chibi parody spin-off comedy based on the series, titled Attack on Titan, Junior High and written by Saki Nakagawa, began serialization in Bessetsu Shonen magazine's May 2012 issue. It follows the main characters as they battle the Titans while in junior high school. Another manga series based on the prequel light novels Attack on Titan, Before the Fall started running in Kodansha's monthly Shonen series from August 2013. Drawn by Satoshi Shiki, an additional spin-off based on the No Regrets visual novel was serialized in the Geo manga magazine Aria, titled Attack on Titan, No Regrets. It was written by Gunsnark and illustrated by Hikaru Tsuruga. It focuses on the origins of Captain Levi, one of the most prominent characters in the main series. A Yonkoma spin-off, called Spoof on Titan and drawn by Haonori, was released on Kodansha's Manga Box smartphone and tablet application from December 2013 to December 30, 2014, in both Japanese and English. A manga adaptation of Hiroshi Seiko's Attack on Titan, Lost Girls novel, written and illustrated by Ryusuke Fuji, began publication in Bessetsu Shonen magazine on August 9, 2015. The first 3 spin-off manga have also been licensed by Kodansha USA, who published the first volume of each between March and June 2014. They announced at New York Comic Con in October 2015 that they had licensed Spoof on Titan. And in March 2016 they announced that they had licensed Lost Girls, a light novel series titled Attack on Titan, Before the Fall, written by Rai Suzukaze and illustrated by Thor Shibamoto. Began on April 1, 2011. Its story is set before the events of the manga and it was published by Kodansha in 3 volumes. While the first tells the story of Angel, the blacksmith who develops the first prototypes of the vertical maneuvering equipment, and the following 2 follow a young man who was found as a baby in the stomach of a Titan. A second light novel series called Attack on Titan, Hush Mistress of the City, written by Rai Kawakami and illustrated by Range Murata, was published between August 1, 2014, and May 1, 2015. Vertical released the novels in North America in 2014 and 2015. A novel titled Attack on Titan, Lost Girls, written by Hiroshi Seiko, was published on December 9, 2014. It comprises 3 short stories featuring Mikasa and Annie Leonard, titled Lost in the Cruel World, Walsina, Goodbye, and Lost Girls. It was also released in English by Vertical. In 2016, Garrison Girl, an Attack on Titan novel, a novel created by American writer Rachel Aaron, was published by Quirk Books on August 7, 2018. It is centered on Rosalie Dumark, who defies her family to join military garrison. An anime series based on the manga is currently being aired in Japan. Produced by Wit Studio and directed by Tetsuya Araki. A first season aired between April 7, 2013, and September 29, 2013, originally on Mainichi Broadcasting System, MBS. The second and the third season, directed by Masashi Koizuka, first aired from April 1, 2017 to June 17, 2017, and between July 23, 2018 and July 1, 2019 respectively on MBS and NHK General TV. Upon the airing of the final episode of the third season on July 1, 2019, it was announced that the fourth and final season of the anime series is scheduled for release in fall 2020 on NHK General. The final season was announced to have changed studios, with production being taken over by MAPPA. The final season's main staff includes director Yuichiro Hayashi, character designer Tomohiro Kishi, chief animation director Daisuke Ninama, art director Kazuo Ogura, 3D CG director Takahiro Ozono, scriptwriter Hiroshi Seko, and music composers Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto. Other Attack on Titan-related manga or light novels were also adapted into anime. 2 OVA episodes, based on the Attack on Titan, No Regrets prequel manga, were bundled with the 15th and 16th volumes of the main series. Released on December 9, 2014, and April 9, 2015, respectively. An anime television adaptation of Attack on Titan, Junior High began airing in October 2015. The series was directed by Yoshihide Bata at Production IG. A 3-part OVA of Attack on Titan, Lost Girls, was released in 2017 and 2018 with the limited editions of volumes 24, 25, and 26. A live-action film was announced to be in production in October 2011. In December 2012, it was reported that Tetsuya Nakashima left his position as director. According to film distributor Toho, Nakashima had considerable creative differences on the scriptwriting and other matters. In December 2013, Shinji Higuchi was revealed to be directing, and would also be responsible with the special effects. Writer Asuke Watanabe and critic, subculture expert Tomohiro Makiyama were announced to be scripting the movie with series creator Isayama. In July 2014, it was revealed that 2 films would be released in the summer of 2015. It was also revealed that some major characters would be cut from the lineup, most noticeably Levi Ackerman and Erwin Smith. A teaser trailer for the first live-action film was released in March 2015. The following month, Toho released the second trailer for the first film, and announced the second installment would be called Attack on Titan, End of the World. In June 2015, a third trailer for the first film was released, revealing the 3-dimensional maneuvering gear, as well as confirming the film would be released in IMAX theaters in Japan. A live-action miniseries, titled Shingeki no Kyojin, Hangeki no Naroshi, and utilizing the same actors as the films, started streaming on NTT Docomo's online video service DTV on August 15, 2015. The 3-episode series focuses on Zohanga and her research of the Titans, as well as how the vertical maneuvering equipment was created. Deadline Hollywood reported on January 17, 2017, that Warner Bros. Was in negotiations to secure the film rights to the Attack on Titan franchise. Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them producer David Heyman would be on board to producer proposed two-film project that would remake the 2015 Japanese live-action film adaptations. A day later, however, Kodansha representatives said there were no negotiations with Warner Bros. However, on October 29, 2018, it was revealed that Warner Bros. And Kodansha finalized a deal to produce a live-action adaptation with it director Andy Muschietti signing on to direct the film this year. A stage play titled Live Impact was announced on the Wraparound Jacket Band on Volume 21. It was scheduled to run from July 28 to September 3, 2017. The stage play was cancelled after one of the staff members was involved in an accident. Two guidebooks to the manga titled Inside and Outside were released on April 9 and September 9, 2013, featuring concept art, character profiles and interviews. They were combined into one and released in North America on September 16, 2014, by Kodansha USA. A 16-minute drama CD was created with the anime's staff and included in the January 2014 issue of Bessetsushinen magazine. On November 3, 2014, American writer C.B. Cebulski revealed that a crossover between Attack on Titan and Marvel Comics was in the works. Cebulski scripted the scenario written by the manga's author Isayama. The one-shot crossover featured Spider-Man, the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy facing off against several Titans, including the Colossal Titan, the Armored Titan, and the Female Titan on the streets of New York City. During Free Comic Book Day 2015, Marvel's Secret Wars preview included an 8-page presentation, Attack on Avengers, by creator Hajime Isayama with art by Gerardo Sandoval. It was announced at the 2015 New York Comic Con that an American comic book titled Attack on Titan anthology would be published from January 23 to May 10, 2015. Universal Studios Japan hosted attractions based on Attack on Titan. The real Attack on Titan experience features a life-size 15-meter-tall Eren Titan engaging a 14-meter-tall female Titan in combat. Other attractions include a ground-level Titan, which visitors can pose with. From May 31 to August 25, 2019, Universal Studios Japan is again set to host attractions for Attack on Titan as part of the Cool Japan program, including immersive effects on a grand scale, according to editor Shintaro Kawakubo. On July 3, 2019, the NHKBS premium television station program series Fukuyami Dokusokai featured a discussion of the Attack on Titan manga series. Attack on Titan is the first manga ever featured on the program this year. Reception. In April 2014, Oricon reported that 30 million volumes of the series have been sold. By November 2014, the manga had 45 million copies in print. By December 2019, the number had increased to 100 million. The series' 12th collected volume was given a first printing of 2.2 million copies, making Attack on Titan one of only 3 manga series ever to get an initial print surpassing 2 million, the others being One Piece and Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Volume 13 has the highest initial first print of the series so far, with 2,750,000 copies. It is also the first print run record for its publisher, Kodansha. Attack on Titan was the second highest-selling manga series of 2013, with 15,933,801 copies sold in a single year. In the first half of 2014 it topped the chart, ending One Piece's 5-year reign as the highest-selling series in that period, with Isayama surprised about it and thanking the readers. By the end of the year, it was the second best-selling manga with 11,728,368 copies sold. In 2015, the series sold 8,778,048 copies, ranking third for the year, and 6,544,081 in 2016 for the fourth rank. Attack on Titan was the second best-selling manga of 2017 with sales of 6,622,781 copies, behind only One Piece. The manga's publisher, Kodansha, credits Attack on Titan for the company's first revenue increase in 18 years. The anime is noted to have helped in boosting the series' sales, while Mainichi Shimbun called it a once-in-a-decade hit. 6 of the 7 English volumes published in North America at the time charted on the New York Times manga bestseller list for the week of October 13, 2013, and Volume 1 was on the list for 81 weeks straight. In June 2015, the first volume clocked in at its 100th week on the top 10 chart, having sold 2.5 million copies. It also currently holds the title of appearing on the list for a volume with 121 weeks. Volume 1 was also number 1 on Nielsen Bookscan's list of top 20 graphic novels in American bookstores for October 2013. And for the month of September, the series had more volumes on the list than any other series. Many have analyzed Attack on Titan as representing the hopelessness felt by young people in today's society. Writer Mao Yamawaki called it a coming-of-age story of the boys and girls at its core, with a new mystery every episode. It is these mysteries that critic Tomofu Sakurai said amplifies readers' expectations. The artwork of the manga has been criticized as crude by some reviewers, with Isayama himself admitting his drawings are amateurish. However, those same critics stated that after years of serialization, the art has been improving, and Kurai believes that had the illustrations been refined, it would not have conveyed the eeriness that is a key characteristic of the work. In a short review, Jason Thompson noted how the characters conveniently received power-ups to create plot twists, but concluded that these plot twists and the manga's post-apocalyptic world are too good to miss. Attack on Titan won the Kodansha Manga Award in the Shonen category in 2011. Was nominated for the 4th Manga Taisha Award and both the 16th and 18th annual Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize. The 2012 edition of Kono Manga ga Sugoi, which surveys people in the manga and publishing industry, named Attack on Titan the 8th best manga series for male readers, while the 2014 edition named it the 6th best. Attack on Titan was the top favorite manga for Yomiuri Shimbun's Sugoi Japan Awards in 2015. The Young Adult Library Services Association in the United States named the series one of its great graphic novels for teens in 2013. Kodansha USA's English release won the 2014 Harvey Award for Best American Edition of Foreign Material. Attack on Titan was the only manga to be nominated for the 2015 Goodreads Choice Award for Best Graphic Novel, Comic, Popular Culture. The Attack on Titan series has been represented in mainstream pop culture, including commercial advertisements for Subaru and Snickers, references in animated series The Simpsons, in The Amazing World of Gumball, the Korean drama Service Princess, and Japanese rock star Yoshiki's fashion brand Yoshikimono. Political interpretations. Attack on Titan has gained a strong popularity not only in Japan, but also throughout the world. For instance, coverage of the anime appeared on the front page of the Hong Kong free newspaper AM 730 on May 27, 2013, concerning its popularity within Hong Kong as well as in mainland China and Taiwan. The series also attracted criticism. The South Korean Electronic Times magazine accused Attack on Titan of having a militaristic message that serves Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's political leanings. While the series also resonated with Hong Kong youths who saw the invading Titans as a metaphor for mainland China, Hong Kong media commentator Wong Yung-tat praised Isayama's style and the versatility of Attack on Titan's setting, which opens itself to readers' various interpretations. In 2013, after media linked to a 2010 blog post by Isayama indicating that the design of the character Pixies was based on the Imperial Japanese General Akiyama Yoshifuru, an internet flame war about the general's war record, e.g. allowing the Port Arthur massacre to occur, ensued on his blog and included death threats to the author, as many of the threats written in Japanese had grammatical errors. Japanese media outlets said that they were written by non-native speakers of Japanese. At the 14th International Graduate Conference in Political Science, International Relations, and Public Policy at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem held on December 12–13, 2018, Professor Inbar Panchu compared the three walls in Attack on Titan in context to the Great Wall of China, the Berlin Wall and the Israeli West Bank barrier, and concluded by claiming that walls of any kind do not create secure environments, but only a false sense of security that could crumble at any given moment. In Attack on Titan, the race of Eldians share many characteristics with Jewish people. Their persecution by Malians is similar to the Jewish persecution by Nazis in Germany. This has led to accusations and theories of antisemitism and fascism apology against the series and its author, Isayama. This includes claims that Isayama is promoting nationalism and the theory of Jewish global domination. However, this has been argued against by many fans of the series, with claims that while the Eldians mirror Jewish people, they are intended for readers to sympathize with rather than to be portrayed as villains. Similarly, the conflict between Mali and the island of Paradise, Elda's remaining territory, also mirrors to that of the Chinese Civil War when the nationalist forces fled to the island of Taiwan after losing to the victorious communists in the mainland, formally establishing the People's Republic of China, and the conflict between the two continues on to this day.